Shout out to everybody here on this beautiful Sunday morning. God has blessed us with another great day. Opportunity is abound for the people that know it. Let's keep pushing. I'll see you in a minute. Yes, from the secret layer. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Feeling amazing today, honestly. I just love Christmas break for the kids. So much different in Florida. Boston is definitely the quintessential Christmas place, right? It's just cold. You get the feeling of like Christmas there. What's going on, man? With my, there we go. But here it doesn't feel the same, but we still got the people put up the lights. There's still Christmas cheer, and there's still people coming together, and that's what's awesome. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. We're going to do a quick Bitcoin update for you very fast on Sunday morning. Want to get you back to God and your family, whatever you're doing. But this is just a quick update for Bitcoin. I gave you a light in the trading group on the 3-minute. It looked like it was in this beautiful flag down here, right? It just kept flagging. It got tight with the 21 above the 200 pumped. So it got tight with the 21 above the 200 pump. Tight with the 21 above the 200. Then it got tight with the 21 above the 202 right there. I believe that's where I originally gave the trade, right there. And it started to take off there around 226. And the thing is just absolutely out of control. As you can see, I think we even went over it last night as well. But from the time I gave it to where it is right now, what is it up? 100% gains. I mean, that's insane. So 100% gains in the trading group if you were in the trading group. It's pretty simple. I give charts. The charts play out. I didn't give a lot of charts. Look, I gave some information about updating up the coins that are coming out. One, very high risk DEX. And, Beat looked interesting. We'll take a look at Beat. But this one was hit, getting tight, 6:31 p.m. The only altcoin I've given literally in like a few weeks that I really had faith in. And then it absolutely ripped for gains. Shout out to anyone that jumped into Light, BitLight. It's actually a layer on the Bitcoin network, which is pretty cool too. So not only is it different than all these other altcoins, has a completely different thesis, completely different use case. That kind of separates it, and then that's why it's pumping, right? It's got utility and a real use case. So we talked about Bitcoin. I said it would be in this green box when we showed up today. I almost had it, but no, right? Let's say that is the 3-minute time frame, so I was pretty dang close. 1, 2, 3. Let's just see how many minutes I was off by there. It was an hour. So had I showed up an hour earlier, an hour and 20 minutes earlier, I would have nailed the green box. So let's take a look at it. Bitcoin pumped last night up to 89,000, made it look like it was going to break out the flag, and then just did a lackluster dump yet again. It looks like it may go sideways throughout the entire end of the year. We may get a nothing burger, and that's kind of what I'm seeing. Some people think we'll go to 100K by the end of the year. I think that's pointless to kind of bet on. I think it's better off just to play the charts one step at a time. And it's a good thing just to kind of step away too. People that obsess right now, again, I see my livers, y'all are still trading, and there's nothing I can say. But the last few days of the year, good time to just kind of relax. Some people might have work off though, and they can finally put in the time too. You never know what someone's predicament is. So this could be the best time for them to learn, see some stuff. But the charts aren't amazing. I just got to give that to you. Altcoins are tight. Most of them are bled out to the downside. You have, like I showed you, I'm usually putting out 10 to 20 altcoins a day. There's one in the last few days that's really hot. So, yeah. Love my beach days on Christmas Day. I know, right? We go to the beach on Christmas Day, right? It's amazing. Like today is going to be 78 degrees or something. Let's take a look. It's 68 right now, but it's a high of 78. No, it's going to be 82 today. It's going to be 82 degrees. That's a beach day where I'm from. Today is mostly sunny, 82 degrees. I mean, unbelievable. Look at my week. It's going to be 79, 80, 79, and it's going to be 54 at night. Perfect for the jacuzzi at night. You could jump in the pool, in the cold water in the pool. The pool's like 50 degrees. You get that back and forth hot and cold. I did that last night. It was amazing. Every Saturday night, you can catch me in the jacuzzi just doing my hot and cold therapy, relaxing and meditating. And I meditate. I say, thank you, dear Lord, for, what I do is every night when I relax and my brain starts to come down, I begin my meditation. And what do? I say, thank you, dear Lord, that the baby woke up that morning and went the whole day, bookended the day from beginning to end without getting hurt, anything happened to her. I said, thank you. I said, the 4-year-old, same thing. She woke up, had a great day, and ended up hitting her, going back to bed healthy and safe. And I said, my 11-year-old the same. And then I go on my wife, and then me, and then my family and friends. And then I realized how thankful I am. After doing that for 5 minutes, I've said thankful for all the things that have happened that day. I can't believe all my kids are healthy. If I had made $1 million today, but 2 of my kids weren't healthy, I don't think I would care much about the money. I'll tell you that right now. So we all want to be multimillionaires. We all think we're chasing these gains. But we're not. We're chasing love, man. We're chasing a good family. We're chasing security. Security that everyone we know is safe and healthy. That's what we all desire. At the end of the day, everybody here desires that everyone you know and love is safe and healthy. Because the second they're not safe and healthy, you don't care about your finances one bit. I'm telling you right now. Anyway, let's get back to brass tacks here. So there's still hidden bullish divergence on the monthly. There's still some monthly support right there at about 82,000. Tried to break it, couldn't. Got 2 weeks to the upside. Swing down. What is hidden bullish? It's when you have a swing down on the RSI while you have a swing up in price. They don't agree. Normally they agree. They don't agree. And then if you pull a fib and you see that you're also... So this on a macro scale tells me we're going to break this high before we break this low, even though it doesn't make sense. I bought $84,000 Bitcoin down there when everyone said it didn't make sense, and we dipped a little bit lower to 74, but eventually called a nice low there, right? So, yeah. Now let's move on to the 2-week chart, which is attempting a tweezer bottom. Doesn't look amazing, though. And tonight, the weekly candle just looks like it's going to close an indecision doji, a red candle, really. That closes red. That's bearish. I mean, I don't see how we don't break this. You can see we have weekly support, though, right there at 86.5. So we're very close to weekly support right now. We've been hanging at 88,000 for days. It's insane. And now to the 5-day. Now, as I told my students and anyone watching me, you have to assume this is a bear flag that's going to break down on you. You have to. All right? If you say, no, we're going up, I'm only bullish, there's no way we go down, then that's not responsible trading. A responsible trader has to see this as a bear flag, but be pleasantly surprised if the smaller time frames make a move out of it. That's how it is. For the most part, the 5-day has been bouncing up, down, up, down. I would suggest it would come back up, right? It has 9 hours to close, though, and it doesn't look like it's going to close too hot. I'll tell you that. 3-day chart. To me, bearish. To me, the 3-day is bearish as a bearish retest. Like that was your bear flag. You fell out of it. You tried to get back inside. You got rejected by the 200 moving average. The 21 coming for the 200. And again, that's when I'm above the 200 on the 3-day, I'll go long, like up there. But when I'm below it, I will not take a long. No. If I do, it's a smaller long. And so to me, this is the chart. And I've been saying this to everybody. This is the chart. Say whatever you want. This was the chart. We were in an ascending triangle. We made this beautiful flag. It was really nice. We came up and bearishly retested it, bearishly retested it, bearishly retested it, bearishly retested it, bearishly retested. Like, we couldn't get back above the level. You could say, no, but Sam, we're in a double bottom. And we're going to go to Valhalla. Sorry. And we're going to Valhalla here off this double bottom. And I'd say, okay, that's interesting. I'm with you on that. But show me the 1 hour hanging above the 200. Show me the 4 hour breaking out. Like, show me the move on the smaller time frame that I've been trading for days now that has not happened, right? So, like, I know how this works. The smaller time frames break out and show you how the bigger time frames play. And so everyone's waiting right now to see what's going to happen. And that's a bearish retest. Period. Resistance, too. Resistance. Resistance on the daily at 88,000. So I don't know what's going to happen. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, but I assume we're going lower and we're rolling over. It's what I assume, okay? I think it's better off to assume that now than anything else. And then now we've made this like strange flag here on the 4 hour time frame. And again, we're still on the flag. It's still somewhat decent. There's still a chance we break out. But look at, you've been sideways now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You're talking 50 hours, 48 hours. 2 days straight, you've been sideways. And that makes sense. There's no action. There's no one out there. Everyone's with their family right now, traveling, going someplace. They go skiing. They're getting the skis ready. Everyone is getting ready for that holiday vacation, that trip, that plan. The richer you are, the funner the trip is. When I was broke, it was just hanging out with mom and dad. My rich friends are flying to Tahoe and doing all this rich stuff. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. Hey, if you're loaded, you're probably going on some ski trip. If you're poor, you're hanging out at home. Just the facts. I was both of my life, and I'm a workaholic, so I just grind. I keep the family here in Florida. We have fun. We do our thing. We invite a lot of family over. We're going to have a lot of people over our house. We're going to have a bunch of parties. It's going to be fun, man. We have a nice big home. It holds a lot of people, and we can have a good party. So, hey, maybe one of the lifers might just stop by. You never know. So yeah, what do I see happening? I mean, it's bearish, right? It doesn't look amazing. But at the same time, this thing could rocket up at any moment. See, that's the thing. Like, at any moment, it could be a dump. At any moment, it could be a pump. You know, these are 50% patterns, ascending triangles, technically. And look at it. I mean, it's technically an ascending triangle with a fake out, and it broke back inside the pattern. Pretty interesting to see, though. The 1 hour's hugging the 200 moving, the 21 there, trying to stay relevant. And now you broke below the 200. Look, you did an M. Look, that's cat ears. Isn't that so amazing? Cat ears, and they break to the downside every single time. There's your little cat with his whiskers. I could do it better usually, but I did it real fast there. Should I sit and draw it better? No. We don't need to waste that time. So, I mean, you can assume now, too, the smaller time frames look like they're breaking down into bear flags that want to break further to the downside. So, again, I wouldn't even trade this week. I'd be just tight. The thing, I have a long open on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Small longs. That's about it. Like, that's it. Remember, when everyone gets into trading, okay, they walk through the door of trading, say this is the door, you've never traded before, and you walk through the door. And you come on the other side, and you're over here now, right? And you're like, hi, I'm a trader. You expect every day to be awesome. You expect to make money every day. You expect you have to be in the market all the time. But imagine being in the market like me for 15 years, okay? And you know, like, is the last week of December like your favorite time to go hard? For the last 15 years, it hasn't. So why would I go hard on the last week of December? It hasn't made sense to me for 15 years, you know, of hardcore trading the markets. I've been trading 20 years, but like the first 5, I was just pressing buttons on a phone. I don't know if I consider that, you know, I was trading. I made the buy. You know, I made buys. I made a couple sells, mostly buys. Long-term holds and ideas that I was adding, right? So unless it's some random coin with some, like, you know, I don't know, a bunch of volume slapped on it, I just, you know, don't be too crazy with these altcoins, in my humble opinion. So, and that's how I leave it. So for me, when you've done something long-term, it's easier for you to step back and be more patient at different times. When you haven't done it long-term, you kind of feel like you have to do it all the time. You know, and that's just kind of how it is. Beginners will go through that. To me, this is a bear flag. It does look bearish. There's some type of inverted head and shoulder kind of vibes there, but it looks bearish. Would it be surprised if we break down to 86,000? Let's take a look at what Bookmap has to say. It actually had some 102,000. Look, it had 102. Up here, 101,250. That wasn't there before, so who knows? Some more shorts in the game. But at the end of the day, it says the deepest red. I mean, you got right there at 86.6. But you know, you got some dark red there at 89,450, suggesting that the closest place you may go to is 89,450. And again, with low volume, that indicator is not going to be as strong. Yeah. I've done a lot of Christmas in Miami, Hollywood, Aspen, Miami. Home with the family, beats it all. Amen, man. That's pretty cool. All right, everyone, I'm going to jump on out of here for the day. Remember, your altcoin will dump with Bitcoin. So just watch Bitcoin. If Bitcoin can hold, the market will hold. Your Solana, your Sui, everything else. If Bitcoin doesn't, it's going to go down. I told you to sell off all those altcoins around October and then another time. I bought the Lambo not to be rude to everyone, to really prove to everybody that I felt like it was time to move our money out of something, out of the altcoins, man. And I even looked at them long term, and I said, even if they have a beautiful move, like let's take a look at Total 3. And I'm not putting down opportunity. I think there could be swing trade. Like we could get a huge bounce. Everyone, we could bounce in the next couple days. I didn't sell everything. I still keep over like 800 grand of alts. So like, I'm like $1 million in altcoins right now, which most people would never do. That's insane. That's insane. But you have to remember, I made all my money being risk on. So I'm going to continue to be not as risk on as I used to be. I used to have all my money in risk, like every single thing I had, because that's how you get out, right? Now I don't do that. All right. So now we need an inverted head and shoulder. We need a breakout. You need to save the day here on Total 3, the entire market cap, all the cryptocurrencies. And here's the thing. We get the bounce, fine. We can get back to all-time high. Imagine we get the bounce and this is the perfect time to buy altcoins. It could be. It usually is. And I did purchase some alts, not many, but a few, that I believe I could hold for the next few sessions. You know, we're at a 20 fear and greed index right now. So we get the rip. I feel like then it's like consolidation again. Like, I just feel like the big pump comes somewhere like June, July, May. Like, I don't know. This is a higher low. This is saying, hey, and the fear is high. I like buying the fear, but I turned into someone. See, I was a swing trader. And I love to swing trade. Then I would speculate on altcoins in the bear market. Like we'd pump, then we go down. And I'd start DCAing, knock little coins, gaming. I'd find narratives. And then we'd have a rip, and the narratives would rip. It did happen. I mean, we got in 2022, 2023, and we ripped in 2024. We had ourselves a bull run because it didn't coincide with Bitcoin. Everyone decided it wasn't a bull run. But it was. I mean, altcoins did rip. I gave so many beautiful calls. And then since then, altcoins have just not given that type of love back. So to me, I'm now stacking Tether. And when the altcoins boom, let them boom after their first level. Let them retest. Let them show strength. I'm going to swing trade this level here. Like when they consolidate and start to pump, I'm just going to swing trade this level. And I'm going to start, and then I'm going to cash out again. I'm just going to keep cashing in and out. I just feel like it's the best idea. Stop playing with this market. And so that's me. And every once in a while, if I see something that really sparks my mind, some AI, DeFi project that looks good, something that really works, and I'm all about it, yeah. But I just haven't seen that recently. And then I scan the markets and I'm looking all the time. Hey, we just found BitLight, so yeah. So be careful today. I wouldn't bet the farm. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice over here. But look, I mean, one of the hottest coins in the game, I gave you BitLight up 369%. And you can't say I didn't have it. BitLight, baby. Funny, we talked about Adera, Beat. That's another chart that I put out. Let's take a look at Beat. It looked interesting to me. It looked like it could boom compared to the rest of the market. So what did it do? So I looked at it. It kind of dolphin dipped, right? I put an alert to watch it. I said, let's watch this thing. And you know what it did is it slipped out the pattern, got back inside. Now it looks bullish. That's interesting, right? Something going on with this one too. I don't know what's going on with it, but you can see maybe it comes back down to the bottom one more time. But it's consolidating very tightly. 4-hour time frame looks like it, but this thing looks like there's going to be some movement here. I don't know what's going on with it. Definitely has something to do with music, Adera, and it's called Beats. But yeah, man, I see this thing possibly going to $6. I would look at this. This is worth paying attention to. I've had it in the trading group. So look, I scan the market all day. I'll scan 500 coins. I might only find 2 some days. I might find 3. You never know. But what I do is I'm always going to find something, man. And I'm not going to stop. When everyone else decides it's over, it's time not to pay attention. It's time I can't do it. That's when I'm on. So thank you so much. And this is our 3rd live stream this weekend as we continue to keep it pushing. My work ethic doesn't wait for gains. It doesn't wait for likes. It doesn't wait for views. I just do. If the views come, so be it. If they don't, I keep working. I'm not here for the accolades. I'm here for the work ethic. Yeah. Can I get the 99 with crypto? Of course you can. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com. And you can send crypto right to the address we send you. 100%. Yesterday was whipping the Lambo like hardcore. Seriously. Like, I went extra hard, man. I was going hard. It was crazy. Anyway, you can't play that. It's got commercial music in it. I always forget that. Like, you can't play things when you're streaming. It's like so silly. Should be some type of way to like live event stuff, right? I'll never get saying I was in stocks, crypto, and savings, and I was laughed at. Interesting. Shout out to Jennifer. We love you. Bitcoin prediction for tonight. So where will Bitcoin be tonight? When I show up on the show tonight, let's take a look here. We'll pick our green box and make our fun prediction. Thank you for reminding me. So tonight, where do I see BTC tonight? Honestly, I see it going sideways. So let's take a look here. 8 hours from now, I see it right there, still doing nada. So that's going to be 8 o'clock tonight right there, Sunday, the candle close. It's not going to be a regular Sunday night. A lot of people have the day off on Monday. I know I used to sometimes, even when I worked in the TV industry, but they used to hook me up. So at 20 hours right there will be, that's going to be it. Yeah, Sunday, 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8 o'clock, sorry. Where will we be? I believe we're going to be right here. Sideways in the green box. The candle will be inside my green box here, sideways. And we'll be right there. So that's my prediction for tonight at 8 p.m. We'll be sideways, ready to go. They'll keep us, honestly, this might go sideways for even longer. There's no telling. So just be careful. One step at a time, one day at a time. It's the end of the year, folks. Just remind yourself. And yeah. I love you all. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Appreciate you for being amazing. And remember, when the market's up and down, you got to keep yourself on point. You got to work out. You got to go for walks. You got to keep your mind on point. Keep telling yourself big things are coming to you. Like this year is going to be the biggest year of my life, 2026. Some of the most amazing things are going to happen to me this year. I just know it. I'm going to call them into my life. I'm going to make sure they happen. I'm going to keep that energy, keep that spirit, and the universe is going to say, hey, man, that's where I should be sending the energy to. That guy's got a lot of energy. He's going to reproduce more energy if we give him more. Show the universe that you're using what you're given. You're a particle. You're a piece. You know, be a part of the bigger energy, and the energy will flow to you. It's that simple, folks. Think bigger than just small than money. Money is just not it. Think about energy, time, and space, man. Elevate your mind. This money stuff is just like, once you're elevated walking on a higher plane, man, the material life just, you have it all. Like, but it doesn't mean that much to you because you're spiritual now. Understand? So when you evolve, you bring in all the materials. But you didn't want the materials like you did when you weren't evolved. Like before, I thought $1 million was going to change my life so much. Now it's awesome not to worry about money. I'll tell you that. Worry stinks, or not knowing stinks. Having money for every single situation is amazing. Oh, I need a boat. Oh, I got money for that. Oh, I want a new car. I got money for that. Oh, I want a luxury vehicle. Oh, I want money for that. You know? Oh, I want to buy some new, like I want to do something in the ocean. I want to do scuba gear. Oh, I can go buy $8,000 worth of scuba gear. You know what I mean? Like you can buy whatever you want. That's fun. I'll be honest. That's the coolest thing about being rich is you can buy whatever you want. And you don't have to stress. You don't got to look at the bill at the store. If your extra friends want to come to dinner, you say, come on over. You don't stress one bit about buying people dinner. You know? I must have bought 500 dinners this year. What? I'm not bragging, but I must have spent $20,000 on other people eating, maybe more. I think I spent $30,000 on other people's food this year. It's straight. I mean, I'm not, and I'm saying that as an accomplishment. Like that's an amazing thing to do, right? Buying steaks, having dinners, just hanging out, man. We've had a blast this year. I've never had to say no to anybody, you know. So, and it's because I work every single day. You know, get this whole get rich quick stuff out of your mind. Find a work ethic and grind, man. I live stream. Live streaming is a monetizable idea, right? I talk for 2 hours a day. You can make money doing that. Insane, right? But it's true. I'm just being honest with you. So find out what you're good at. I'm good at talking. I'm good at representing. I'm good at leading. I'm good at that. So I use that. That's my skill. You find what you're good at and keep pushing. And if you don't have skills, you got to make them. I wasn't always good at the things I'm good at. I had to work at them, you know. I love you all. Keep pushing. Believe in yourself. And just, you know, work so hard that you are a step above the rest. And you are going to be. Believe in yourself. Make it happen. You can, you will. You are the best. I love you all. Thank you so much for cherishing this channel like you do. 10 more days and we can say we went the entire year. I always get this like eerie feeling because I want to make sure we make it to the end of the year 100%. I love you all. I believe in each and every one of you. I thank you so much for being absolutely amazing and making this live stream just one of the greatest ever. And I appreciate the crypto lifers. May we continue to go strong in 2026, no matter what. May God continue to bless this community and this channel and each and every one of you. Thank you so much. The secret to success is getting started. You're not going to be great to start, but you got to start to be great, baby. It's coming your way if you keep pushing, if you believe. You start with the mind, right? Anyone who ever got jacked at the gym, they saw someone jacked and said, I want to get jacked. Then they went to the gym and started doing the things that the other people did. The next thing you know, they were jacked. It started in the mind. You change your life in the mind. That's how you change your portfolio, your finances. Everything in life starts right here, folks. Take control of your life. If you're having problems, you're not disciplined, you have negative thoughts, you got to start working out. I had negative thoughts for years, couldn't get out of them. I started working out, changed my whole life. Changed the way I thought about myself, changed the actual neurotoxins in my brain. I mean, it changed the actual neurons in my brain. Changed the chemicals in my brain. When you work out, you release different chemicals. You can use those chemicals to think positive, and then you can build on that. I'm telling you, I can get you out of any rut. I can turn the most depressed person into the most amazing person in the world, man. That's my goal, is take sad people that are depressed, that don't believe in themselves, and turn them into warriors, into lifers, into crypto lifers. I love you. Have a great day. Stay blessed. I'll see you tonight. I love y'all. Thank you for everything. There's no words could ever truly express my gratitude. But I am grateful.